Yo guys, what is up? It is Nick. We are back on the Pirates franchise today, and we are going to be taking on the Chicago Cubs for the second time. The matchup to start it off will be Shohei Ohtani against John Lackey, the 13-5 Pirates against the 10-8 Cubs. So let's hop into this. Quick manage. We'll be at home today in PNC. Shohei Ohtani and his 1-1, 1.71 ERA will take the mound. We will be giving guys the days off tomorrow, so no one will be resting today in the opener against the Cubs. So let's get into this. John Jay to lead it off against Shohei Ohtani, and he's on with a single. Jason Hayward up, and he singles. First and third, no outs. Chris Bryant up, and Bryant grounds into a double play, and John Jay is unable to score. So Anthony Rizzo up, man on third, and Rizzo is walked. So Schwarber up first and third, 2 outs, and Schwarber flies out to end the inning. Lackey out to face Starling Marte. Lackey yet to lose in the 2017 season, and he walks Marte to start the game. Bogarts up, and Bogarts will fly out. Betts up, and Betts will ground into a fielder's choice out. Marte out at second. Thames up. Betts will steal second base, and Thames will ground out to end the inning. Ben Zobrist up to face Shohei Ohtani, and he will fly out. Contreras lines out, and the pitcher Lackey strikes out. Lackey against McCutchen, and McCutchen will fly out. Polanco up, he grounds out, and Harrison pops out to end the inning. Top of the third, Edison Russell against Ohtani, he strikes out. John Jay in the top of the order back up, and he grounds out. Hayward also flies out to end the top of the third. Shohei Ohtani will lead us off in the bottom of the third, and he will get on with a single to bring Chris Stewart up, and Stewart will ground into a double play. 2 down, no one on. Marte will walk and steal second base. Bogarts up, and Bogarts will single to drive in a run, and the Pirates take the lead 1-0 in the bottom of the third. Mookie Betts up, and he'll single, 2 on, 2 outs. Eric Thames up, and he will ground out to end the inning. Chris Bryant leads it off in the top of the fourth, and he's on with a single. Rizzo up, and he doubles. Chris Bryant is thrown out at home for the first out, and Kyle Schwarber will be up to try to bring Rizzo home. He grounds out. Second base, 2 outs. Ben Zobrist up, and he strikes out to end the inning. John Lackey up to face McCutchen, and McCutchen will walk. Polanco up, he singles. 2 on, no outs. John Lackey against Josh Harrison, and Harrison double play McCutchen to third. Shohei Ohtani is going to single, and he will bring home McCutchen to make it 2-0 Pirates. Chris Stewart up, he grounds out to end the inning. Shohei Ohtani against Contreras, and Contreras on with a single. Lackey up, he strikes out. Addison Russell singles, first and second, 1 out. John Jay up, and he's out on a fielder's choice. Russell out at second, Jay to first, Contreras to third. Hayward up, and he flies out to end the inning. Lackey to face Starling Marte, and Marte on with a single. Bogarts up, and Bogarts flies out. Betts up, and Betts will fly out. Marte will steal second, and Thames will ground out to end the inning. Shohei Ohtani to face Chris Bryant in the top of the sixth, and he strikes him out. Rizzo strikes out, and Schwarber strikes out as Shohei Ohtani strikes out the side. McCutchen against Lackey, and McCutchen on with a walk. Polanco up.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 38, Mike Montgomery.
Polanco up to face Mike Montgomery, and Polanco on with a single. 2 on, no outs for Josh Harrison, and Harrison is walked. Bases juiced for Shohei Ohtani, and will pinch hit a little early.
Pinch hitting for the Pirates, number 24, Ian Desmond.
So, Ian Desmond up, bases juiced, and he will double to score 3 runs. Ian Desmond with a 3 RBI double, and the game has been blown open. Chris Stewart up, and he will hit a 2-run homer. 5 runs scored for the Pirates in the bottom of the 6th, and Starling Marte on with a single. Still no outs. Bogarts will double play. Mookie Betts up, he's walked to bring up Thames, and Betts will steal second. Thames grounds out, and that will end the inning. Top of the 7, Ian Desmond on the mound. Let's bring in Wade LeBlanc.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 38, Wade LeBlanc.
And Wade LeBlanc up to face Zobrist, and Zobrist on with a single. Contreras fielder's choice out, and Contreras to first.
Pinch hitting for the Cubs, number 9, Javier Baez.
Javier Baez pinch hitting, and he will line out. Addison Russell up, and he grounds out to end the inning.
Now pitching for the Cubs, number 6, Carl Edwards Jr.
And Carl Edwards Jr. in to face McCutchen, and McCutchen will walk again. McCutchen has been walked 3 times in this game, and it will bring up Gregory Polanco, who strikes out. Harrison up, he walks, 2 on, 1 out. Another pinch hitter.
Your attention, please. Now coming in to pinch hit, Ichiro Suzuki.
Ichiro into the game with 2 on and 1 out, and he will ground out, but he'll move Harrison and McCutchen. Stewart up, 2 on, 2 outs, and he strikes out to end the inning. We head to the top of the 8th, and Juan Nicasio.
Now pitching for the Pirates, number 12, Juan Nicasio.
And Juan Nicasio will come into the game to face John Jay, and Jay strikes out. Hayward up, he strikes out, and Bryant strikes out, so Nicasio strikes out the side, and Marte leads off the bottom of the 8th with a leadoff single against Edwards. Bogart's up, and he pops out. Betts up, and Betts double plays to end the inning. Nicasio will stay in for the top of the 9th to close this one out. Rizzo strikes out. Schwarber lines out, and Zobrist doubles on an error to bring up Contreras, and Contreras doubles, and I think Contreras got thrown out at second, or, no wait, Zobrist got thrown out at home. So the Pirates defeat the Cubs 7-0. Shohei Ohtani goes 6 innings, gives up 6 hits, no earned runs, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. John Lackey picks up his first loss of the year, giving up I think he gave up 5 of the 7 earned runs. Shohei Ohtani improves to 2-1, a 1.33 ERA, a .96 WHIP, 27 innings pitched, and 22 strikeouts. So moving on to Tuesday night's game against the Cubs, it'll be Jose Urena versus Brett Anderson, and an interesting game that should feature a lot of offense. Actually, it won't feature a lot of offense because I'm resting people. So, Coco Crispin, Gift for Bogarts. McCutchen is fine. He doesn't really need a day off. Ichiro, Desmond, and then Freeze for Harrison. So, Betts and McCutchen won't get the day off. So, that'll be Betts leading off. Desmond hitting second. McCutchen, actually, I'm going to hit Ichiro. There we go, I like that. Coco Chris, Gift. Yeah, that's how I want to do this. Alrighty. Let's do this. Okay, so Jose Urena takes the mound against John Jay, and Jay on with a leadoff single. Hayward up, he double plays, and Bryant up, and he strikes out to end the inning. Brett Anderson to face Mookie Betts, and Betts flies out to start the game. Ian Desmond up, and he flies out. And Ichiro grounds out to end the inning. Jose Urena back out there to face Anthony Rizzo, and Rizzo is on with a single. Schwarber double play, and Zobrist strikes out to end the inning. Very similar to the first inning, as McCutchen comes in to face Brett Anderson, and he's on with a single. Coco Crisp up, he walks, 2 on, no outs. Gift and Gopi up, and he double plays, but moves McCutchen to third. David Freeze up, and he grounds out to end the inning. Top of the 3rd, Wilson Contreras to face Jose Urena, and he doubles to lead off. Brett Anderson up, he sack bunts Contreras to 3rd. Russell up, and Russell strikes out, unable to provide a sac fly as John Jay up. He grounds out to end the inning, and we remain scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Jose Urena against Anderson, and he grounds out. Stewart up, he grounds out, and Betts up, he'll fly out to end the inning. We had top 4th, Jose Urena versus Hayward, and Hayward grounds out. Bryant flies out, and Rizzo walks. Schwarber up, Schwarber strikes out, and that ends the inning. Ian Desmond up to face Anderson, and Desmond strikes out. Ichiro grounds out, and McCutchen walks. Coco Crisp 1 on, 2 outs, and he flies out to end the inning. Jose Urena against Ben Zobrist, he strikes him out. Contreras triples. Brett Anderson grounds out, unable to bring Contreras home. Man on third, 2 outs, Addison Russell up, and he singles to bring him in, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead in the top of the 5th. John Jay up, and he'll strike out to end the inning. Gift and Gopi up to face Brett Anderson, and he grounds out. Freeze up, he'll fly out, and Urania strikes out. So Urania back out there to face Jason Hayward, and Hayward will lead off with a double. Chris Bryant up, and Bryant will strike out. Rizzo will double to bring in another run to bring up Schwarber. 1 on, 1 out. Schwarber flies out. Zobrist up, he doubles to bring in another run, and Contreras up. Contreras walks. 2 on, 2 out for Brett Anderson. And Brett Anderson singles to bring in a run. Addison Russell up, and Russell singles. And that will be it for Jose Urania.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 73, Felipe Rivero.
And Jose Urania, who had gone through the game so well up until the 6th inning, gives up 4 earned and 2 on still. John Jay will walk, bases loaded against Felipe Rivero. Hayward up, and Hayward singles to drive in 2 runs. 7-0 Cubs. Chris Bryant singles, bases juiced again for Anthony Rizzo, and Rizzo flies out to finally end the inning. Chris Stewart gets walked to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Mookie Betts up, and Betts fielder's choice out. Ian Desmond up, and Desmond strikes out. Betts is going to steal second base. Ichiro up, and Ichiro singles first and third. 2 outs. McCutcheon up, and McCutcheon singles to drive in a run. 7-1 Cubs. Coco Crisp up, and he will fielder's choice out to end the inning. Top of the 7th, Kyle Schwarber against Felipe Rivero, and he strikes him out. Zobrist singles. Contreras strikes out.
Now batting, pitcher, Javier Baez.
And Javi Baez into pinch hit. He will pop out to end the inning.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 38, Mike Montgomery.
And Mike Montgomery in to face Gift and Gopi, and he'll ground out. David Freeze up, he's on with a single. Looks like Bogarts has the most energy.
Now batting, the pitcher, Sander Bogarts.
And Bogarts will fly out. Chris Stewart 1 on, 2 outs, and he'll strike out to end the inning. So, into the game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 59, Antonio Bastardo.
And Antonio Bastardo into the game to face Russell, and Russell will walk. John Jay up, he strikes him out. Hayward will walk. 2 on, 1 out for Chris Bryant, and Bryant strikes out. Rizzo 2 on, 2 outs, and he'll walk. Bases juiced for Kyle Schwarber, and Schwarber strikes out to end the inning. Mookie Betts to face Mike Montgomery, and he'll walk. Ian Desmond up. Desmond doubles to bring Mookie home. 7-2 Cubs. Ichiro up. Ichiro singles to bring in. Nope. Desmond thrown out at home. Andrew McCutcheon up. McCutcheon will single against Mike Montgomery. 2 on, 1 out for Coco Crisp, and Coco Crisp will fly out. Gift and Gopi up, and he'll be out on a fielder's choice. Top of the 9th we go. Bastardo versus Zobrist, and Zobrist leads it off with a double. Contreras up, he'll strike out.
Up next for the Cubs, pitcher, Tommy La Stella.
And Tommy La Stella in to face Bastardo, and he'll strike out. Russell up, he walks. 2 on, 2 outs for John Jay, and Jay will hit a 3-run homer off of Antonio Bastardo. 10-2 Cubs. Jason Hayward up, he'll fly out to finally end the inning. David Freeze up to face.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs, number 19, Koji Uehara.
So Koji Uehara in to close this one out. David Freeze up, he'll strike out. Okay, I guess he's not going to announce the pinch hitter. Okay, Thames up, he'll get on with a single. Chris Stewart up, Stewart fielder's choice, and Thames is out at second. 2 outs, Mookie Betts up, and Betts will ground into a fielder's choice, and that will end the game. John Jay gets player of the game. 2 for 5 with a run, a home run, 3 RBIs, and a walk. Urania picks up the loss, 1-1 on the season now, 4.74 ERA. Brett Anderson picks up the win. He improves to 1-1 with a 3.86 ERA. And we move on to the season, or the series finale. Cubs, Pirates, Stroman, Arrieta, the rubber match. And let's wear the orange alternates. Alright, so Stroman's a little bit tired. Should probably give Betts the day off. I'm gonna leave him in another day. Do I want to leave him in another day? Okay, Bogarts can actually play second, so let me play Desmond. We'll give Betts the day off. Desmond plays it? No, Desmond can play shortstop, though. So there we go. That'll be how we play it. I think I actually want to move. Thames hasn't been batting well. I'm going to move him down to this spot in the lineup. Is he unhappy? He's just satisfied. He's not happy with his performance. He's not happy not being in California. I think this looks good. I'm actually going to bat Desmond 5th. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're all good to go. Team statistics, we rank 3rd in average, 11th in home runs, 17th in RBIs, 1st in stolen bases. Our pitching has the 3rd best ERA, 2nd best strikeouts, 1st in runs allowed, and 1st in home runs given up. Alright, that's not bad. The Cubs are not stealing. They're ranked 29th. They have 4 on the season. 4.
And now, your 2017 Pittsburgh Pirates.
And here comes Marcus Stroman, who's had a little bit of a rough start to the season. Stroman, with a 4.44 ERA, has given up a 1.37 whip, 4 walks, 32 hits. It's been a bit of a struggle for Stroman, but he'll look to turn it around today against the Cubs. Not the easiest opponent to try to turn it around against.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs, center fielder, John Jay.
But he will face John Jay to start this game. And a curveball is in there low. And this one is going to be popped up into right field for the easy out. 1 down. Good little start for Stroman. A fly out to Andrew McCutchen starts our game off.
Jason Hayward.
The lineup for the Cubs today: Jay, Hayward, Bryant, Rizzo, Zobrist, Russell, Montero, Arrieta, and Caesar. I believe Matt Caesar is not on the Cubs anymore in real life. He's on the Padres, I believe. I think he hit a homer the other day for the Padres. And a foul on pitch 1 to Jason Hayward. And a curveball just misses outside. Stroman misses a slider outside, and it's 2-1 to Jason Hayward. This one is ripped, and it is gone! Jason Hayward, second batter of the game, hits a solo home run off of Stroman. And the struggles continue for Stroman. Jason Hayward will touch them all as he heads home and gives the Cubs an early 1-0 lead. His second homer of the season goes 370 feet, and Chris Bryant will be up. A line driver from Jason Hayward into barely home run. He goes right through the stairs and down into the lobby. Chris Bryant 7 for 32 in his last 9 games. Chris Bryant with only 2 home runs on the season. As Stroman gets a first pitch strike. Stroman gets Bryant swinging, and he's ahead 0-2 in this count. And he gets Bryant swinging for strike 3. 2 down in the first.
Batting fourth, first baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
And Rizzo up to face Stroman, and Stroman drops a sinker in there for strike 1. And Stroman leaves one up over the plate, but Rizzo unable to make him pay, and it's 0-2. And Stroman leaves a slider up. Rizzo fouls it off, and it remains 0-2. Stroman throws one a little outside for ball 1. Another fastball just outside, and it's an even count at 2-2. Stroman will leave this one in the strike zone, but Rizzo able to fight it off. And the count remains 2-2 on Anthony Rizzo. And Rizzo gonna drive this one up the middle for a base hit. And Rizzo is on with 2 outs with a single into center field. Xander Bogaerts just unable to get over there to get the ball. And Zobrist will be up. He'll take a strike 1 looking. And Stroman's pitch count starting to elevate a little here in the first. He's up to 18 pitches now. Zobrist will look at strike 2, and it's 1-2. And Zobrist lays off a high slider, and the count is even. He'll foul off a sinker, and the count remains even. Stroman with a high slider, and it's a full count. Addison Russell on deck. And Zobrist will look at strike 3. Stroman gets the pitch he needs in there, and he'll get out of the inning, giving up 1 run, a solo line drive shot from Jason Hayward. Jake Arrieta on the mound for the Cubs today holds a 2-2 record with a 4.7 ERA. Quite the high ERA for Jake Arrieta. He has a whip of 1.61, 19 strikeouts, 8 walks.
Leading off for the Pirates, center fielder, Starling Marte.
And Marte is going to shallow fly out to the center fielder for out number 1.
Second baseman, Xander Bogaerts.
And Bogaerts on the first pitch will also fly out shallow to the center fielder. 2 quick outs on 2 pitches from Arrieta.
Batting third, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
And McCutchen up with 2 outs and no one on. And he'll watch a sinker go in there low for strike 1. And this one is a slider, and it's low, and that'll even the count at 1-1. And McCutchen will swing through that slider, and it's 1-2. And McCutchen will chase a slider out of the zone, and it's a quick 1-2-3 inning from Jake Arrieta.
Leading off for the Cubs, shortstop, Addison Russell.
And Addison Russell leading off the top of the second. Stroman misses on pitch 1, and he misses on pitch 2. 2-0 to Addison Russell. And he'll get that one in there for a strike. Stroman throws this one outside, and it's 3-1 to Addison Russell. Russell fouls this one off, and we have ourselves a full count. Stroman looking for the curveball, and he gets him to strike out. Addison Russell strikes out for out number 1 in the top of the second inning.
Batting 7th, catcher, Miguel Montero.
And Miguel Montero up, and he'll look at strike 1. And Stroman will get that one in there and get it fouled off to make the count 0-2. Stroman looking for the slider strikeout, and he won't get it. Fouled off by Montero. So Stroman will go to the cutter this time, and he'll get him swinging there. Marcus Stroman strikes out Miguel Montero. 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting 8th, the pitcher number 49, Jake Arrieta.
Jake Arrieta, who's actually a pretty decent hitting pitcher in real life. I don't know how good he's going to be in game, but he's decent in real life. But Stroman will get ahead in the count 0-2, and we'll look out to strike out the side here. And he'll get Arrieta swinging. Stroman gets a nice 1-2-3 inning, strikes out the side, and we head to the bottom of the second inning. Four Ks for Stroman on the day.
Leading off for the Pirates, left fielder, Gregory Polanco.
And Polanco up with his 9th best average in the National League. Will lead it off against Jake Arrieta. And Arrieta saw only 6 pitches in the first inning. Throws his 7th there, a strike to Polanco. And Polanco will chase the sinker a little bit out of the zone, and he's down 0-2 in the count. And Arrieta will hit Polanco with a pitch to get him on to start off the bottom of the second. A pitch that just carried a little bit too inside and beamed Polanco. Ian Desmond up, who hasn't had the best start to his Pirates career, but still hitting over 200 on the year. And it's a high, and Polanco gonna get in there safe. Stolen base leaders, we are up on the Brewers by 14 steals. As Desmond swung on a ball that may have been a little bit high. And he will softly ground this one. And that'll be out number 1. Would have been a double play had Polanco not stolen.
Batting 6, first baseman, Eric Tim.
Ben Zobrist playing second. 2016 Gold Glove winner. I believe he's been playing in the outfield recently. Actually, he was on the D. He wasn't playing for a while, but he came back. He bat leadoff against the Reds, and tames up the middle and out number 2.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Josh Harrison.
And Josh Harrison up. Man on third, 2 outs. Harrison needs a base hit to bring Polanco home, and he'll foul this low strike off. I believe that would have been called a strike. Harrison down in the count 0-1. Arrieta still only 13 pitches thrown. And this one will be a ball. Even count at 1-1. And Harrison swings really slow there. I think it was a strike. I thought it wasn't a strike, then it got really close, and then I kind of just pressed the button stupidly. And Harrison will knock this one foul. Man on third, 2 outs, 2 strike count. And Arrieta will throw a slider high, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. And another foul off from Harrison. Ball just a little bit low. But Harrison able to stay alive. And he will dribble this one. Bryant will get it, throw it to Rizzo, and that will end the inning. Polanco unable to get home, and the score remains 1-0. Matt Caesar up in the bottom or the top of the third. He'll lead it off. Then it'll be Jay and Hayward.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder, number 20, Matt Caesar.
And Stroman throws the first one in there for a strike. He'll get a foul off from Caesar, and he's ahead in the count 0-2. Stroman will look for the cutter here for the strikeout, and it will be popped up. And he'll fly out to right fielder Andrew McCutchen for out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Jay.
Pittsburgh up on the Cubs by 3 games, the Brewers by 3.5, the Cardinals by 4.5, and the Cincinnati Reds by 7 in the National League Central. John Jay up now. And he'll take a curveball in there for strike 1. This one will be popped up, and Chris Stewart will whiff on it. And it'll be an 0-2 count as Chris Stewart unable to make the catch. Chris Stewart will be given the error as a fastball comes up high, and it's 1-2. Stroman will throw this one in there, and it'll get fouled off on a slider. Stroman looking for the curveball now. And John Jay able to foul it off. Stroman will throw a sinker, and he'll strike John Jay out for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward, who hit the only run in today, a solo shot in the top of the first, looks at 2 balls to start off his at-bat. And a four-seam fastball misses just high, and it's a 3-0 count from Hayward. Stroman needs a strike and will get it there. A lucky called strike from the ump gives Stroman a 3-1 count. And Hayward will knock this one foul. Full count on to Jason Hayward. And Stroman will leave one just outside, and Hayward will walk.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
And Chris Bryant up, and he'll take strike 1. And Eric Thames will make a nice catch to end the inning. Oh, that bounced off the ground. Okay, well, he snagged it for a nice out to end the inning. Due up in the bottom of the third, Stroman, Stewart, and Marte. Pirates still without a hit. Only base runner came on a hit by pitch by Arrieta.
Leading off for the Pirates, pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
And Stroman will look at a sinker just inside for strike number 1. Really nice pitch by Arrieta. And Arrieta will leave one in. Stroman swings right through it. 0-2 is the count. Arrieta will most likely be looking for a chase. And Stroman, though, will drive one for a base hit. And Stroman has the first hit of the game for the Pirates.
Batting ninth, catcher, Chris Stewart.
And the catcher, Chris Stewart, will be up. He will look to try to get Stroman home. Or Stroman to advance, at least. And Stewart will get one through the gap. And the 8-9 hitters are on. Chris Stewart on first and Marcus Stroman on second.
The batter, center fielder, Starling Marte.
And Marte, who is hitting .370 on the season, will dribble this one off for foul. Chase the slider out of the zone, and it's 0-1 to Starling Marte. As he lays off this slider outside and evens the count back up at 1-1. And Marte will drive this one, and he'll get out. A sharp line drive into left field. Unable to advance the runners.
Up next for Pittsburgh, second baseman, Sander Bogart.
And Bogart's up to face Arrieta with 2 on. And Bogarts goes for a bunt, but it's a ball in the dirt. As Bogarts will softly ground this into a double play, and that will end the inning. 2 leadoff singles are wasted, and the Pirates still trail 1-0. We'll head top 4th.
Leading off for the Cubs, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
And Rizzo will lead off the top of the 4th against Stroman. Stroman's first pitch is a ball. And he'll throw this sinker in there to even the count back up at 1-1. Stroman will leave this one over the plate. And Anthony Rizzo on with a single.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist will take a strike on pitch 1. He'll look at a strike on pitch 2, and it's 0-2 to Ben Zobrist. And Ben Zobrist will fly this one to Andrew McCutchen. And Andrew McCutchen will throw it into second and hold Rizzo at first.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
And Russell will take pitch 1, ball high in the zone. And this one, ball in the dirt, Rizzo unable to advance. 2-0 to Addison Russell. This one left outside as well, and it's 3-0 on Addison Russell. Stroman will get this one in there to make it 3-1. And this one is left outside. And Marcus Stroman walks Addison Russell.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Montero will foul off pitch 1, which was a ball, helping Stroman out. Fouls off pitch 2, and it's 0-2 to Miguel Montero. And Montero will swing through that slider, and he'll strike out swinging.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
And Arrieta up to face Stroman. Stroman will throw a slider in there for strike one. 2 on, 2 outs. Jake Arrieta, the pitcher, up. And he'll swing through a curveball, and it's 0-2 on Jake Arrieta. A sinker low, and he's going to pop out in foul territory to Eric Thames to end the inning. Marcus Stroman gets out of a leadoff single and then a walk of Addison Russell to keep the game at 1-0.
Leading off the fourth for the Pirates, right fielder, number 22.
Andrew McCutchen will knock this one foul. And McCutchen will fit it through between the third and shortstop, and he'll get on with a leadoff single.
Now batting, left fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Polanco, who was hit by pitch in his first at-bat, will get a chance to swing away here on Arrieta, but fouls off the sinker, and it's 0-1. 31 pitches for Arrieta. And Polanco going to line out as McCutchen will race back to first. 1 down for Arrieta in the bottom of the fourth.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Ian Desmond.
And Desmond up to face Arrieta. Ball in the dirt. McCutchen doesn't go. And it's 1-0 to Ian Desmond. As Desmond will dribble this one in front, and he'll get out. McCutchen advances to second. 2 down.
First baseman, number 7, Eric Thames.
And Eric Thames up with 2 down and a runner on second. And he will knock this one high. And it will not get out of the park. Caught at the warning track to end the inning. And the Cubs will lead it off with Caesar, Jay, and Hayward in the top of the 5th. Jake Arrieta gets out of the bottom of the 4th just barely.
The left fielder, number 20, Matt Caesar.
And Matt Caesar up. Curveball in there, gets a strike 1 on him. And Matt Caesar will pop this one up into shallow center field for easy out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, John Jay.
John Jay up to face Stroman. Stroman at 72 pitches here in the top of the 5th. With 1 down, and he'll get a fastball in there for strike 1. This one will be softly grounded, and he'll get thrown out barely for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
And Jason Hayward up with 2 down. Stroman getting a little bit tired here at 74 pitches. And Hayward will look at a fastball right down Broadway. He'll foul off a slider. And the count is 0-2 in favor of Stroman. This one also fouled off by Hayward, and he'll stay alive in the count. 0-2 pitch to Hayward, and Hayward will take a slider way outside. And Stroman will strike Hayward out looking. A pitch right down Broadway, and Hayward takes it to end the top of the 5th, and we head to the bottom.
Leading off for the Pirates, the third baseman, number 5, Josh Harrison.
Dylan Betances and Kyle Barraclough up in the Pirates bullpen. Harrison will foul off pitch number 1. 0-1 to Josh Harrison. And he'll foul this one off, and it's quickly 0-2 to Josh Harrison. Jake Arrieta with only 37 pitches through 4 innings. And this one is snared by Bryant and hurled, and they'll get the out. Josh Harrison unable to beat it out. A beautiful play by
Marcus Stroman.
Beautiful play by Chris Bryant. I'll go ahead and challenge it. Why not? I don't think I beat it out, but I'll go ahead and challenge it. What a throw by Chris Bryant. And it easily beats out Harrison. Easily beats him out. That was so easily beat out. What a throw by Chris Bryant. I thought for sure that was a base hit. But Stroman will stay in, looking to complete the 6th inning, as he'll foul this bunt attempt off. And Stroman will lift the ball, and it will be a deep fly out to the center fielder, and that's 2 down for the Pirates.
Up next for Pittsburgh, catcher Chris Stewart.
And Chris Stewart up with 2 down. And he will ground this one to Bryant. Bryant will turn, throw to Rizzo, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Jake Arrieta. Bryant, Rizzo, and Zobrist up to face a tired Stroman in the top of the 6th.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
And Chris Bryant will take strike 1. Oh, excuse me, sorry. And Bryant will ground this one. Desmond. Oh my gosh, it does. Dude. I thought, you know, even if he bobbled it, when he picked it up, he'd throw it, but I guess I was wrong. This is why you don't play guys out of position, I guess, because then that happens at shortstop for Desmond. And 2 are on against Stroman here. 1 on an error by Desmond. I don't care what they scored that as. That was an error.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
And Zobrist up with 2 on, and Stroman will stay in the game. And Zobrist will lay off strike 1. Stroman will throw this one in there and get a foul ball, and it's 0-2. Well, Stroman is out of energy. This one is going to be popped up, but unable to get there. And they'll get the force out, but a man will score. So they get 1 out, but Brian is able to get home, and that'll bring Addison Russell up with 1 out. Russell will foul off pitch 1 from Stroman. Fastball low and away, and Russell hangs off of the pitch. And worst count even. And an easy steal from Zobrist. Man on second. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Russell will single. And that will drive home Zobrist on him. What kind of a throw was that? As another run scores on Stroman.
Now batting, catcher Miguel Montero. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 46, Kyle Barraclough.
And Kyle Barraclough into this game. 3 runs in on Stroman, and a high pitch from Barraclaw will start that out for him. 1-0. And he'll throw a fastball high and inside. And this one is fouled off to bring it to 2-1. Throw this one in here for a strike, and it's 2-2. Oh, a fastball just misses the corner, and it's a full count. This ball's fouled off by Montero. Keep the count full. And Barraclaw misses high, and he walks the man. Montero on.
The pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
Damn it, I went for the double play and I couldn't get it.
Now batting, left fielder, Mac Caesar.
I should have just thrown Arrieta. Oh, I did get him at second. Okay, that works out well. I did get him at second, just was unable to get him at first. I thought for sure I missed him at second. This ball well hit by Matt Caesar, but it'll be a nice routine out for Starling Marte. And Kyle Barraclaw will get out of the inning. Speaking of Marte, he will lead us off.
Center fielder, Starling Marte.
And Marte will crush this one. And it will be out of here. Starling Marte with a solo shot. Will bring the Pirates closer 3-1 now for the Cubs. Starling Marte knocking in his 6th homer of the year. 379 feet, a solo shot off Arrieta. Arrieta left it right up over the plate.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Xander Bogaerts.
And Bogaerts will put one up the middle for a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
And Kutchup, 12 for 44 in his career against Arrieta with 12 strikeouts. Throw over, Bogaerts back to first. 1 on, no outs, 1 run already in. And McCutchen will get this one. Oh, what a catch by Hayward. As Hayward robs McCutchen a single at least.
The left fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
I think if that snuck through, it would have been at least a double, maybe a triple for McCutchen. A huge save by Hayward.
Nope, that's a ball.
And the ball low on Gregory Polanco, and he's ahead 1-0. And Arrieta throws a hittable pitch, and Polanco fouls it off. Bogaerts still at first, 1 out, 1 run in, 1 man on first. And this one is softly grounded, and the Cubs will turn the double play to end the inning. 1 run in for the Pirates in the bottom of the 6th. But still trail the Cubs 3-1. 5 hits for each team, 2 errors by the Pirates.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder, John Jay.
And John Jay leads off the 7th. He'll knock this one almost exactly where he stands. Polanco catches it for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Hayward will foul pitch 1 off. And he'll swing away at a slider way inside for strike number 2. And he'll chase this one a little bit, and it should be a routine Shallow fly out to Starling Marte for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant will crush this one, and he'll answer the Starling Marte solo shot. Chris Bryant crushes a homer off of Kyle Barraclough, and the Cubs regain their 3-run lead. Chris Bryant absolutely crushes a home run into left field. A 504-foot homer for Chris Bryant. 504 foot? It left the stadium, I think. Rizzo up now. 3-run lead back for the Cubs. Good pitch from Barraclough gets Rizzo to swing for strike 1. A nice slider has him missing strike 2. And now Kyle Barraclough will look to finish him off. Fastball outside, 1-2 to Anthony Rizzo. And Rizzo will swing through a fastball to end the top of the 7th.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Chris Bryant absolutely demolishes the baseball as it goes 504 feet. And that'll bring up Ian Desmond. Hector Rondon now up in the bullpen.
Ian Desmond.
Desmond will take a sinker inside. 1-0 to Ian Desmond. And he'll chase a slider way outside to even the count back up 1-1. And a changeup gets Desmond to swing through for strike number 2. 1-2 to Ian Desmond. And Arrieta will get him swinging. Strike number 3. And Ian Desmond is the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 7, Eric Tim.
And Eric Thames swings through a sinker for strike number 1. Bottom of the 7th, 1 out, 0-1 count. And Thames is going to softly ground out for out number 2.
Third baseman, number 5, Josh Harrison.
And Josh Harrison up. Josh Harrison will ground this one foul. Harrison is 2 for 26 off of Jake Arrieta in his career. And he'll swing through a sinker. And he's quickly down 0-2. And he will swing through a low slider, and that will end the inning.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman, Ben Zobrist. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 68, Dylan Betances.
And Dylan Betances into the game, as he'll get Zobrist to foul off the first pitch. Another foul by Zobrist, and he's down 0-2 in the count. And here comes the slurve from Betances, and he'll get a nice easy ground out to Thames for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Addison Russell.
Addison Russell up, and he'll meet Betances' slurve for 0-1. Another slurve way outside from Betances. A fastball, and Russell swings through it. 97 miles an hour from Betances. And he'll go back to the slurve, and he'll get Russell swinging.
Now batting, catcher, Miguel Montero.
A slurve misses just high on Miguel Montero. This one is going to be popped up to Eric Thames to end the inning. Dylan Betances works 1, 2, 3. And we head to the bottom of the 8th.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Pirates, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki.
And Ichiro will pinch hit in the bottom of the 8th. And he'll swing through a high fastball. Ichiro will foul this one off and is quickly down 0-2 in the count. Ichiro will foul this one off, keep the count 0-2. Ichiro will foul this one off, and we remain at 0-2. As Jake Arrieta, for some reason, is throwing strikes. Throw at least 2 balls here, try to get me to chase. Alright, Arrieta, nice throw behind my batter. The hell is that? He couldn't just hit him. And Ichiro will foul this one off, and we remain at 1-2. And this one will be softly grounded, and Ichiro will beat it out. So Ichiro on with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 8th.
Catcher, Chris Stewart.
And Chris Stewart up. And Arrieta throws one inside, ball 1. He lays off, and it's 2-0 to Chris Stewart. Pirates trying to put on the rally caps again. Down 3, bottom of the 8th. And it's 2-1 to Chris Stewart. And Stewart will foul this one off, and we're at an even count, 2-2. And he swings through. Ichiro in there. Those always look safe.
Center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Like, those always look like super safe, and they never are. And Marte will take a sinker high for ball 1. So Ichiro caught stealing second. And Marte unable to hold up on that one, and the count's even at 1-1.
The count is 1-2.
1-2 to Starling Marte, bottom of the 8th. And he'll chase a slider outside, and that will end the 8th inning. Jake Arrieta working on the complete game, a solo homer from Starling Marte.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 54, Roberto Osuna.
And Roberto Osuna will get into the game. No save opportunity here. But the three-headed monster hadn't pitched for a couple of days, so it was time as he strikes out Schwarber to start the top of the 9th.
The left fielder, number 20, Matt Caesar.
Caesar will look at strike 1. He'll swing at a changeup, and he's quickly down 0-2. And a nice slurve from Ozuna strikes Caesar out.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Jay.
John Jay will look at a strike down the middle. He'll lay off, but he's quickly down 0-2. Here comes the slurve from Ozuna, and he's able to fight it off foul. And he's able to hold up on this one, and the count goes to 1-2. And he gets a slurve in there on John Jay and strikes him out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 71, Wade Davis.
All right, Wade Davis into the game, trying to close out the Pirates. Bottom of the ninth, down 3. And Bogaerts will look at a nice fastball from Wade Davis. 0-1 is the count. And Bogaerts will foul this one off, and it's 0-2 quickly on Bogaerts. And he will get this one, softly hit to Russell, and Russell picks it and throws it to Rizzo for out number 1. Another nice play by the guys on the left side of the diamond.
Andrew McCutchen.
As McCutchen is up, 1 down, no one on. And he'll chase a knuckle curve out of the zone. It's 0-1. And a ball inside gets McCutchen swinging, and it's quickly 0-2. Wade Davis trying to strike McCutchen out and get them 1 out away from closing out the Pirates here. And McCutchen will swing through it, and it's out number 2.
The left fielder, number 25, Gregory Polanco.
And Polanco will knock this one foul. 0-1 on Gregory Polanco. Wade Davis will throw a fastball outside, and it's 1-1. Polanco gonna pop this one up. Anthony Rizzo back, and that'll do it for this game. Wade Davis will pick up the save, and then the Pirates. Cubs will get the victory 4-1 and will win this little series 2-1 over the Pirates in PNC. Jay, Caesar, and Hayward exchange some high fives out in the outfield, and the Cubs will get out of this evenly hit, 6 hits for each team. Pirates just unable to capitalize. Jake Arrieta goes 8 innings, gives up 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, and the Cubs win 4-1. Stroman struggled in the top of the 6th, gave up a couple of runs then, really cost us the game. Wanted to finish out the 6th with Stroman, but was just unable to, and then by the time I brought in Bearclaw, it was kind of a little bit too late. But we will get a rest day here, so everybody should be back up and ready to go, so we'll go ahead and sim through that day. And we'll move on to the Miami Marlins. Julio Teheran will take on Ivan Nova. Joe Ross against Wei-Yin Chen. And then Shohei Ohtani against Adam Conley. I will probably play Julio Teheran against our former teammate Ivan Nova. But guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.